Well, we have heard about that, and we have read through newspapers that the government want to tax the athletes. But I think this is going to be a very difficult situation, especially for Kenyan athletes, because you see that when we normally go outside the country and race there, because that is where we get this money, and it's being taxed there. And those taxes are not small, especially even in US, sometimes they tax like 36%. When you come down to the managers, they also take their own percentage. So if we come here again and the government taxes, then we'll be left with nothing. And we are not refusing to pay tax, but I think it will be something good if will be taxed from what we have invested in, and I think that will be a very good idea, and this will be a long-term thing, so that athletes also will be able to invest and also to be able to be financially stable. Otherwise, we'll be running and more than 50% will be out of our pocket. Then that means we'll be left with nothing. And we are asking the government to look at this so that this will be discussed and see what they can do within that. Because athletes have brought this country far in terms of global picture. They have put our country very high. And of course, you see even in other countries, when the athletes does something special, when they win medals abroad, when they come back, they get reward from the government. They get, like even in Ethiopia, they normally reward them, giving them apartment in towns. But I think that is one way of appreciating, because athletes normally work hard, and at the end they are being a good ambassador for our country. And I think it will be a good way to encourage them and motivate them, because if this will be implemented in and they say, for example, they start taxing athletes, I think this will discourage a lot of our athletes in this country, and you'll start seeing issues of athletes even not being patriotic to our country. That's meant by going outside and running for other country, which mean we'll run at a loss. And athletes have brought a lot of investment in our country. For example, when they go out there, when the little money they get, they come here, they invest, which also create job opportunity to our youths. And I think this also should be considered, because this is a capital investment. We go there, we bring the money here, we set up structures, and from there is where many people benefit from there. So we create also job opportunities. So I'm just asking the government that this will be good if they tax from what we have invested in, but not to tax the direct money that is coming from Europe, from the source, because that already has been taxed. So we can't survive if